Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time to continue our adventures in Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 2, Lost and Found, Part 2. Started off as a bit of a banger. I've been told too that this is a Star Trek property that is kind of geared initially towards a younger audience. And you can see that in the first episode, but it was still very engaging. And I'm interested because it is a different type of Star Trek than, I guess what I'm used to, but I haven't been around the block too much. So I'm very excited, friends. But before we get started, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy ding ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Prodigy or any of our sci-fi fare. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. Not a fan of Patreon? No problem. Stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get everything about a day early, plus any bonus episodes we come up with. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it is time for the trek to continue as we watch Star Trek Prodigy, Season 1, Episode 2, Lost and Found, Part 2. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go!
You're Fugitive Zero.
He's a robot?
We're right back into it.
I am Medusan, an energy-based life form.
Oh.
I built this containment.
Medusan.
Boreal being were to lay eyes on my true self, you would go mad.
How very Cthulhu. Look upon my true self and go mad.
I was forced to do terrible things. They used me as a weapon, but I managed to escape.
Oh, they used the true form to drive people crazy.
He was searching for something.
He was looking for this ship.
Do you have telepathic powers too?
Really?
A reason for hope.
We can save everyone!
Don't start packing your stones yet. Can the three of us get it out of here?
3? A ship this size requires at least 20.
Oh,
How many just to get it off the ground?
From its state of disrepair, we'd at least need an engineer.
well, it doesn't seem...
What I was thinking! Maybe I'm telepathic too!
An engineer, huh?
Oh, we haven't met this guy yet. He looks like Rocksteady and or Bebop.
There's a way off this rock.
Oh, whoa! You understand Jenkum Pog? Wait, Jenkum Pog understands you?
Jacob Pog?
It's a translator.
A magic translator.
I love it.
You think it's bad down here? Out there is no...
You're right. He does argue everything.
He's telling
I love Rock Talk.
He probably can't even fix it.
How dare you? Jenkum can fix everything.
Oh, but
Is it Jankum? I'm getting it wrong.
Surround yourself with yes trolls. See how far that gets you.
So you're saying we should have you on our ship?
Like it or not, you're stuck with me. Oh, now this is a piece of work.
Now, what race is he? Is he, God, what is... They argue all the time. Tellurite? Is he Tellurite?
can you get it up and flying?
Of course. In 1 week.
And by week, you mean end of day.
End of day.
Dal already made a deal with the Diviner's daughter. If he doesn't turn me in, he will suffer greatly.
I forgot. You read mine. How could I lie when we didn't even speak the same language until I found the ship?
You mean we found the ship?
Yeah.
Every language is a window into a new culture. It's hard to believe how many are out there.
I love the Gwen character design.
Your favorite prisoner. Are you aware of his whereabouts?
Of course. He's looking for Zero in the Northwest Crevasse.
And why isn't he there?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Get out of my room. You see I'm busy.
Guys!
I love Rock Talk.
I found someone else to come with us!
Whoa, Rock! I thought we made it clear this was a secret operation.
Oh my God.
You invited that thing?
What is that bag of spit?
Is it a that? I named him Murph.
Murph!
To hear what he has to say? He's such a chatterbox, aren't you, Murph?
The translator doesn't know the language. Murph.
No, get away from there.
I'm loving that. If this is the crew, I'm loving it so far.
Watchers are coming this way.
They're tracking our monitors.
They're called Watchers.
Jenkum, get this ship ready by end of day. And Rock, you're with me.
Rock Talk.
From the looks of it, you found enough chimerium to buy your way onto that Kazon ship.
Maybe.
Dal, if you're hiding something, tell me.
I wish I knew what to say.
You've tried your way. Now I'll try mine.
Oh boy.
No one comes back from there.
He's our best chance to find Zero. If my father knew...
Your father gave the order.
Ooh. Go on, Gwen. Looks like it's up to you.
They sent Dal to the Outer Rim!
What?
Dal may not survive, so we have to at least consider an alternative.
Consider an alternative to Dal? You mean just that's that? Thought you vetted him. Oh, they're sending like the mad people up there.
Different circumstances. Could have been friends.
Well, if it's any consolation, I'll never get off this planet either.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna die, but
You told me about that cluster of stars. What were they called?
The window of dreams.
Why'd you have to get involved, Dal?
well, because you asked me.
Can you hear me?
I can... You're fine. Can you...
Oh, were those geysers? You got lucky again, kid.
Are you happy now?
Well done, progeny. He'll lead us right to Fugitive Zero.
Ooh, clever plan.
You survived!
Oh,
Of course I survived. Why do you all look so surprised? Wait, were you gonna leave without me?
no.
No?
Your chance of return was low. Our desire to leave remained high.
I could be offended later.
But without shields, Zero will need to chart the perfect course out of these mines.
Has anyone seen my hand?
Well,
I'll fix the shields. You find that hand.
how are you gonna fix the shields?
So you did know Fugitive Zero.
How did you find me?
We followed you.
I knew you were in cat boots.
Well, I wasn't.
Is all of this?
Our ticket out of here.
Welcome aboard. You wanted to leave, right?
Join us. You always wanted to see the stars.
Oh, what a great shot.
I tried to save you.
And now, we can save each other.
That's right. The dynamic has changed, Gwen.
It's too late.
Oh, God.
Well done, progeny. He led us right to the protostar.
They know it.
What did you think your father was mining for all these years?
Really?
Fugitive Zero. Our diviner has great plans for you.
Oh, jeez, oh, Pete's.
Wanted aboard.
Oh, no, Murph. Murph, what can you do? Come on, Gwen.
He's telepathically sending me a message, but since I do not agree with his plan, I am ignoring him.
We will not be sharing it.
What is his plan?
Take the diviner's daughter hostage.
Might work.
It appears we are fighting now. Or not.
Don't touch my
There we go, Rock Talk.
Start the ship!
Get in there. Well, good news is the Watchers were very slow.
Please remain calm.
Raktatu Vanuve.
Ooh.
He's not remaining calm.
Wow, what a cool weapon. Rock. Oh, can form different weapons.
I surrender.
Okay, you're a badass.
She's fire. She's fire.
Ooh.
Oh!
Well, the protostar's getting reburied here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I love Rock Talk already.
Falling, not flying.
There's a bit of a learning curve.
Start the ship! Start the ship!
Oh my God, Pal's still outside. Dow. I said Pal. For God's sakes, Dow. Way to go.
Go, Zero!
Yes, thank you. Go me.
No!
Go that way. Oh, wow. What a shot. Look, these animators are showing off. Can you get any more out? Can you save any more people? They don't know how to use the transporters, do they?
I'm flattered you think I know what I'm doing.
Do you realize what you're doing?
Making a series of bad decisions. Yes, Jenkum is aware.
Jigabug. Is that the same guy who is the voice of Rexplode in Invincible, I think? One more. Oh, well, there he is. Oh, and it's what's his name from Star Wars? You guys all know what's his name from Star Wars, right? That very specific detail. General Grievous is who I was thinking of.
Where are we even going?
There. Any of those drainage corridors will lead us right to the surface.
Can you make it through there? I guess so. I'm not sure what Murph is going to do, but they're really trying. Get it in there.
I've looked forward to this moment.
Good, then don't warn him that something's coming to knock him off.
What are you doing?
That is,
Needs me to turn the ship.
Turn? We can be.
I like the constipated face that Dow makes whenever he is sending a message to Fugitive Zero. Which I'm assuming has a better name than Fugitive Zero.
We're so dead!
Come on!
Oh boy. Oh wow, he jumped just as the shields went on.
Great. Now bug off!
Oh, that is so cool. Oh, he left right when the shields enveloped the ship. Nifty.
Oh, yeah!
Nice job.
Don't say it. I see it in your eyes. You're welcome.
That's our way out!
Some great shots in this. Tip of the hat to the old director. Well, he's full of surprises, isn't he? Is that like a railgun? It's like a laser.
What?
How's he getting the power for that? Phasers? Your own phasers?
Great. And now we're all gonna die.
Not yet. We just gotta fire the torpedoes.
We have to.
Computer fire torpedoes, maybe?
How good are those shields?
Not good enough.
Prepare for impact.
Murph, what do you got?
Activating phasers.
What a shot! Look at this. I wish I could play the music, everybody. Ooh. Loving that ship design. Friends, wow.
You always wanted to see the stars. Am I right?
You're here, Gwen. Oh, look at that shot. Brings tears to the eyes.
Welcome to the crew, Murph.
Murph? Murph, you're a badass.
Let me guess. You haven't thought that far ahead.
I'll figure something out.
Only this time, he has help.
What's going on?
Did someone ask for help? I am Hologram Janeway, your training advisor for exploring the greater galaxy. On behalf of Starfleet, welcome aboard.
Oh, man.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Wow, very, very good. Ooh, and a little epilogue. Okay, Dreadnought, are you worried? Oh wow.
Need my ship!
Ooh. Boy, oh boy, I enjoyed that immensely. I thought that was visually stunning. All right, friends, we just got done watching Star Trek Prodigy Season 1, Episode 2, Lost and Found Part 2. And the only thing left to do is to talk about it. All right, everyone, just got done watching Star Trek Prodigy Season 1, Episode 2, Lost and Found Part 2. Full disclosure, every time I say Star Trek, I want to end it with Lower Decks or the original series. So, I can't even get it done. Prodigy is going to be difficult for me to kind of like get through these first couple of times. But anywho, I'm going to tell you what, this back half, this is obviously, the two-parter with Lost and Found parts 1 and 2. Part 1 did all the setup. Part 2 gave us the payoff for that setup in the form of absolutely visually stunning shots and set pieces. I mean, I don't know how many times I said amazing shot in that, but boy, conceptually, they put some real effort into the way they were presenting these shots, and they were beautiful. Whether it's the background or just the framing of the shot was just otherworldly. Really, really enjoyed that. And I know you can do obviously a lot more with animation than you could with any like physical or a reality based shot, but still the imagination involved with a couple of those shots was just phenomenal. I haven't seen its like. And again, there was a sequence there, especially during the escape, where they were staggering in these incredible shots, and it was really, really good. I mean, and then very kind of simple yet very profound shots. But what comes to my mind is whenever Dow's up on the tip of the protostar looking down at Gwen, and they're framed in profile, but at a distance. Really, really fantastic shot. Loved it. Loved everything about the construction of this episode. I thought it was great. The other thing that I thought was really good was, we really didn't. I mean, there's several characters we didn't even meet. With Murph and I'm getting this guy's name wrong, but it's Jacob Jacob Pog. Jake, the engineer, Jacob Pog. I think he's a Tellurite. I'm not positive, but the nose, I think he's a Tellurite. Great additions to the characters, great, kind of fleshing out a very varied crew so far. I don't know if we get anybody else. Obviously, hologram Janeway hits even for somebody that hasn't, I my here's a really kind of a weird periphery for me. I used to work in a bookstore a cajillion years ago, and all of the kind of Trek centric expanded universe type stuff came out, and I read a lot of the William Shatner books that came when they were like, whenever he got like, I don't know if no spoiler alerts, but after the events of Star Trek Generations, there's Kirk goes on some more adventures. You figure that one out, right? It's very strange. But in that, and in around that same time that those Shatner books came out, there was a lot like there's references to Janeway and things like that. So a lot of my kind of Janeway knowledge came from a lot of those, like partially reading a few of those books when I was just bored and at work. I've seen episodes of Voyager. I haven't seen the whole series by a long shot. I think I've said before, I'm going to be generous and say that I've seen 10 episodes of Voyager. Strangely enough, the last episode I did see when I caught one time and enjoyed it. But again, even just seeing Janeway involved in this is it's very interesting to me because it's a character I haven't really explored yet. And I think Kate Mulgrew is a fantastic actor. And so while she's lending her voice to this role, that's so awesome to be able to experience. It's my first experience really with Janeway. And so it's interesting. And somebody asked me and said, aren't you going to be upset or disappointed because you don't have the Voyager backstory? And I had similar questions when I started watching Lower Decks. And again, this isn't me trying to talk my way out of being disappointed. Of course, I'm going to miss this Easter eggs most likely in Prodigy that I would have really appreciated had I seen Voyager. But this is the way I look at it. I'm like the protostar crew. I'm like Dal and everybody. I don't know who really, who Janeway is. I don't know the Federation. I don't, in this context. And so I like being kind of in their shoes in this situation, which I wouldn't have had the chance to be if I had watched Voyager. So it's my way of kind of having this be an original take, as coming into all of this, because I'm late to the party, everybody. I'm decades removed from Voyager. I'm more decades removed from the original series and all points in between. And so I'm catching up and, doing this in the best possible way I can think of to kind of make sure that I'm not doing a disservice to anything. That's why I'm not watching like the original series and the Next Generation at the same time. I wanted to experience it as much as I could the way you all did, you all that watched it live or watched it when it was coming out in production. I want to be able to take a week between each one and really digest each episode. And I can see that Star Trek Prodigy is going to fit right into that because these are more adventure driven so far. I mean, we've had 2 episodes and they're both the same story, but so far there's a more of an adventure kind of feel to this. Obviously it's geared towards, we have younger characters. I mean, Gwen and Dal seem to be younger characters. I think Rock Talk's younger, at least by the way the translator is taking them. But it's a different take on Star Trek because it's like nobody knows what you're flying in, nobody knows the ship or the Federation, really, it seems. And so it's going to be a really interesting exploration from a completely different perspective. And I think that's a really, really cool way to kind of show established Trek fans, this is what maybe the other side of things, the other side of the coin, the other side of the galaxy, the other side, those that don't know or maybe aren't as sympathetic or the goals aren't necessarily in line with the Federation, or how is the Federation viewed? Is it viewed, if we ever can get into that? I'm not sure where we are. We might be way out in the Delta Quadrant. I have no clue. But I can't wait to see all of that. And the other thing that it does really well is in having this kind of, you don't need to know anything to know where the story's going. What a great launching off point for younger audiences. And we've got younger characters in these positions. And I talk about it in Robotech all the time that, that was geared towards, at least it's kind of Frankensteinian creation was geared towards North American youth in the 80s. And, they had made sure they had younger protagonists in there, and Rick Hunter and a few of them. So there could be at least a measure of, relatability between a younger audience and a younger protagonist. And that's absolutely what we have going here in Prodigy. We have the same thing going on, as we have these younger characters that should have more of a relatable audience with younger viewers. And, it helps bridge the gap. They don't know anything about Star Trek. The audience that they're looking for doesn't know anything about Star Trek. Let's learn about Star Trek and the Federation together. And friends, I can't wait to do just that. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ringy ding ding that bell for notifications, and you'll be alerted next time we go live with Prodigy or any of our sci-fi content. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to the Patreon is in the description. But friends, all that is then, and this is now. And now it's time to say goodbye from Prodigy. But where should we say goodbye from? It's our first goodbye, sort of. So where should we say goodbye from? I think it's only fitting that we say, surrounded by all of our new friends, from the bridge of the protostar, as we too, from whatever station you want to be in, comms, science, have your seat. Nobody else is sitting there. We are sitting there on the bridge as we look forward and we see Captain Janeway. And we wonder, what instruction, what lessons does she hold? Friends, until next time we meet, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.